Diagonal stripes and swirls. Can she soap it? Here's what's going in the soap. And already in the oils is coconut milk. My lye solution is just distilled water and food-grade sodium hydroxide. I don't add anything extra in there like sugar, silk, or sodium lactate. Maybe one day I'll get fancy and add a little silk, but this suits me just fine for now. I need to make my stripy layers first. I measured the soap batter into 5 equal parts and alternated the colors. I also added the fragrance oil to each layer separately instead of the entire batch. This ensured if it did cause any acceleration, which I don't think it did, then it would work in my favor since I wanted fairly even layers. I repeated this process 3 more times for the other layers. Then I placed my soap into the oven to see-pop. I see-pop my soaps a little differently than some. I preheat the oven to 170 degrees Fahrenheit, turn the oven off, turn the oven light on, and I leave the soap in overnight. I don't cover my soaps or spray them with alcohol. Occasionally I will get a little bit of soda ash, but usually I don't. And then I cut my soaps within 12 to 18 hours. I wanted to see if it was necessary to purchase an additional soap making tool to cut this loaf diagonally. I've seen other soapers such as Royalty Soaps, Gypsy Fake Creations, and Soapish use a cake leveler to cut their soaps. I didn't have a cake leveler, and so I thought I'd try what tools I had on hand. Well, the tools that I had on hand happened to be this metal cord that I used to make some pretty sturdy lanyards. It worked, but it was far from convenient, and I think it may have been a little bit on the dangerous side. I should have worn gloves because I do think that I could have cut my hands on this, and I did end up chipping off my thumbnails before I got all the way through the soap. So I wasn't injured, but I could see how somebody could injure themselves doing this. So let me show you how much easier it is to use a cake leveler instead of a cord. This is a batch of soap that's scented in black raspberry vanilla. The cake leveler goes through the soap much more easily than the cord did. When I open up the soap, you can see the lines where I kept starting and stopping to make sure that the wire was cutting through the corners and not going in a weird position through the soap. However, that doesn't really show in the final product much, if any at all. So now that we have everything cut diagonally, put down in our loaf molds, we're ready to make up the swirls for the top part of it.